Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, the 9th of March 2026, and we are here once again with a full card of correct score predictions that we are very confident about heading into the day. 6 matches, 6 different competitions, 6 different stories, and 6 reasons to get excited about what Monday has to offer. We have put in the work, we have done the analysis, and everything we are about to share with you today is backed by careful study of recent form, tactical patterns, head-to-head history, and motivational factors heading into each fixture. So let us not waste any time. Let us get straight into it and break down every single game on today's card. But first, let us take a moment to talk about what correct score prediction actually demands. This is not a game of luck. This is not throwing darts at a board and hoping something sticks. Correct score betting is one of the most disciplined and research-intensive forms of football analysis you can engage in. You are not just predicting a winner. You are not just predicting whether both teams score. You are committing to a precise, specific outcome, and to do that with any real consistency, you need to understand the full picture. You need to understand how teams defend, how they attack, how they react when they go behind, how they manage leads, and how all of those factors interact when two specific clubs meet at a specific moment in the season. That is the level of detail we bring to every single prediction on this channel, and today is no different. We have 6 games to get through. Let us start at the top. Our opening fixture today comes from Egyptian football. National Bank of Egypt are hosting Pyramids, and this is a game that means a great deal to both sets of supporters. Egyptian club football has grown enormously in terms of quality and competitiveness over the past several years, and fixtures at the top of the division carry the kind of intensity and atmosphere that you would expect from the biggest games anywhere in the world. When two major clubs from Cairo and the broader Egyptian football landscape meet, the stakes are always high, and that emotional weight tends to produce matches that are tight, physical, and fiercely contested from first whistle to last. Now, looking at how these two clubs have been performing recently, the picture becomes quite clear. National Bank of Egypt have been dealing with some significant defensive vulnerabilities. Across their recent run of fixtures, they have been conceding in ways that suggest structural problems at the back rather than isolated individual errors. The way they set up without the ball has left them exposed to runs in behind, and their ability to win second balls and protect their defensive line has not been at the standard required to keep clean sheets against quality opposition. When you are facing a team with the attacking firepower that Pyramids possess, those kinds of defensive issues become extremely dangerous. Pyramids have been one of the most informed clubs in Egyptian football over the recent period. The way they have been building attacks, winning the ball high up the pitch, and converting pressure into goals has been genuinely impressive. They are well organized, they are dangerous from multiple areas of the pitch, and they carry a confidence right now that is very difficult to stop once it builds momentum within a match. That said, we have to respect the home factor here. National Bank of Egypt on their own ground, in front of their own supporters, will not simply surrender. They will compete, they will create chances, and we fully expect them to find the net at some point during this match. But the overall balance of quality and form points strongly toward Pyramids leaving with the 3 points. Our correct score prediction for this fixture is 1-2 in favor of Pyramids. The hosts find a goal, Pyramids score twice, and the away side gets the win. 1-2. That is our call. From Egypt, we move to England and one of the most high-profile fixtures on today's card. West Ham vs Brentford in the Premier League is the kind of match that the English top flight delivers regularly. Two clubs with very different identities but both capable of producing dynamic, high-energy football when the conditions are right. West Ham have had a difficult period in terms of consistency. Their home form has been a concern for much of this season. They have shown the ability to perform well on their day, but too often they have dropped points in matches where the expectation was that they would get the result. The defensive side of their game has been particularly problematic. They have been conceding regularly, and the way they have been set up at the back has given opposition teams too many opportunities to exploit space, particularly through the middle and on the counter-attack. Brentford are a team that thrives on exactly the kind of spaces that West Ham tend to leave. Their entire approach to football is built around intensity, pressing, directness, and the ability to move the ball quickly into dangerous areas before the opposition defense can reorganize. They have the quality across the pitch to create multiple chances in a single game, and their defensive discipline on the road has been solid enough to suggest they can handle whatever pressure West Ham apply. When you look at the likely flow of this match, you can see a game where West Ham have periods of promise but ultimately get picked apart by Brentford's movement and energy. We expect both sides to score, but Brentford to do so more often and more convincingly. Our correct score prediction here is 1-3 in favour of Brentford. West Ham get on the board, but Brentford score 3 times and take all 3 points in a performance that underlines the gap in form and organisation between these two clubs right now. 1-3, Brentford. Our third fixture of the day takes us to France and the Ligue 2 clash between Dunkirk and Reims. The French second division is one of the most competitive and unpredictable leagues in European football at this level. The margins between teams are small, the intensity is high, and the results consistently defy simple logic. That makes it a fascinating environment for correct score analysis, because you have to be very precise about what you are looking for. Dunkirk at home are a genuinely difficult team to beat. They have built their whole approach this season around being hard to play against on their own ground, pressing aggressively, competing for every ball, and making sure that no visiting team gets an easy afternoon. The crowd behind them amplifies that energy, and the combination of home support and disciplined defensive structure has helped them collect points against teams who on paper had far more quality. Reims are a club operating with ambition and resource that arguably belongs in Ligue 1, and their performances this season have shown that quality in flashes. But their away record tells a slightly different story. On the road, they have found it difficult to impose their preferred style of play consistently, and there have been matches where they have been forced to accept a draw in games they were expected to win. The transition from controlling a match to actually converting that control into goals away from home has not always been smooth for them this campaign. Putting all of that together, we see this one ending in a share of the spoils. Both teams score once, neither finds a winner, and the match ends 1-1. Dunkirk take a point on their home ground, Reims take a point away from home, and the game reflects exactly the kind of competitive balance that makes Ligue 2 so interesting to follow and analyze. 1-1. That is our correct score prediction for Dunkirk versus Reims. Now we arrive in Italy. Lazio versus Sassuolo in Serie A is a match with real significance for both clubs in terms of where they are trying to go this season. Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome are a formidable prospect. When they are well organized, well motivated, and set up correctly by the coaching staff, they are one of the hardest teams to break down in Italian football. Their ability to manage games, to control the tempo, and to grind out results when the goals are not flowing freely is a core part of their identity and has been for many years. Sassuolo away from home have been inconsistent this season. Their attacking play has not produced enough goals in away fixtures, and their ability to keep clean sheets on the road has been limited. Against a team with Lazio's defensive quality and experience, finding the net is going to be a very significant challenge. Sassuolo will need to be at their absolute best to create anything of substance, and even then, converting those chances against a tight Lazio defense is far from guaranteed. We see Lazio winning this one with a single goal, keeping it clean at the back, and securing all 3 points in a controlled and professional home performance. There will not be huge drama here. There will not be an open, end-to-end encounter. This will be a disciplined, well-managed performance from the home side. 1-0 to Lazio. That is our prediction. A clean sheet for the Roman club and a hard-fought but deserved home victory. Moving on to Spain now, and one of the most intriguing games on the card. Espanol versus Real Oviedo in the Segunda Division is a fixture that captures everything that makes Spanish second-tier football so compelling. Espanol are a club with a long and distinguished history in La Liga, and their current project is built around returning to the top flight as quickly as possible. They have the infrastructure, the support, and the quality in the squad to be competitive at the top of the division, and at home they have been showing exactly the kind of form that makes them a strong promotion candidate. Real Oviedo are a club with their own traditions and their own ambitions, and they are not the kind of team that travels anywhere simply to make up the numbers. They have competitive quality, they play with structure and purpose, and they are capable of making things difficult for any side in this division on any given day. This will not be a straightforward afternoon for Espanol, and the match will require genuine effort and quality to get over the line. We expect Espanol to come out on top, but not without being tested. The home side will score twice, showing the clinical edge that comes with their ambition and their quality in the final third. Real Oviedo will find the net once, making it a tense final period, but Espanol will hold on and secure the win. Our correct score prediction for this fixture is 2-1 in favor of Espanol. The home advantage, the quality, and the motivation all point in the same direction. 2-1, Espanol. And now we arrive at our final fixture of the day. Almeria vs Cultural Leonesa in Spanish football brings our Monday card to a close, and this is a prediction that we feel particularly confident about heading into the day. Almeria are a club with the ambition and the resources to be at or near the top of their division, and at home this season they have been demonstrating exactly why. They have been dominant on their own ground, picking up results with an efficiency and professionalism that speaks to the quality they have built across the squad. Their defensive record at home is strong, their ability to create and convert chances is well established, and against a team like Cultural Leonesa, who come into this fixture as clear underdogs, all of those qualities are likely to be on full display. Cultural Leonesa have their moments, and they are not without fight or quality, but on the road against a side like Almeria they face an enormous challenge. Their away defensive record this season has been difficult to defend, and the combination of Almeria's attacking quality and their own vulnerability at the back on the road points clearly toward a comfortable home victory. We are predicting a 2-0 win for Almeria. 2 goals for the home side, a clean sheet at the other end, and a controlled and professional performance from start to finish. There will be no drama, no late comeback, just Almeria doing what they do at home and securing the 3 points with relative comfort. 2-0, Almeria. So there you have it. That is the full Monday card for the 9th of March 2026. Let us run through everything one final time so you have it all clearly laid out. National Bank of Egypt vs Pyramids. Correct score 1-2 in favor of Pyramids. The away side have the form, the quality, and the confidence to come and win this game, even in what will be a highly charged atmosphere. West Ham vs Brentford. Correct score 1-3 in favor of Brentford. West Ham's defensive issues will be exploited by a Brentford side who press relentlessly and convert their chances with real efficiency. Dunkirk vs Reims. Correct score 1-1. A competitive and tightly contested League Two match where both teams score and neither finds a late winner. The points are shared on a day where the balance of play is level throughout. Lazio vs Sassuolo. Correct score 1-0 to Lazio. A disciplined and professional home win for Lazio, who score once, keep it clean, and manage the game in the controlled manner that is so typical of them in their best home performances. Espanol vs Real Levido. Correct score 2-1 in favor of Espanol. The home side score twice, Real Levido pull one back to make it interesting, but Espanol hold their nerve and collect the 3 points. Almeria vs Cultural Leonesa. Correct score 2-0 to Almeria. A dominant home performance with 2 goals and a clean sheet, exactly what you would expect from a well-organized home side taking on clear underdogs. 6 predictions. 6 carefully analyzed correct scores. We are confident in every single one of them, and we hope you found the breakdowns useful and informative as you make your own decisions about how to engage with today's football. Remember, always be sensible with how you approach this. Set limits, stay disciplined, and never bet more than you are comfortable losing. This is about entertainment and analysis, not about chasing results. We will be back tomorrow with more games, more predictions, and more detailed breakdowns of everything the football calendar has to offer. Until then, enjoy Monday, enjoy the football, and good luck today.